Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this unisex piece. Look, I'm going to show you how you can make this scarf, and you can make it either for girls or for boys. You will change color, you will change textures, you will make it longer or shorter, you will decide. I will give you the base, I will give you the basic steps, and you will decide. Okay, in this case I decided to make it in this beautiful color, in this blue, and you can make it also wider, and you can wear it as a shawl too. So you will decide. Okay, I think it's an amazing idea if you crochet to sell. Well, this is an amazing piece. But well, remember, before we start, it's important that you subscribe, and remember, first I will give you the material list and then the step by step. So let's start. Well, for this scarf I'm going to use 250 grams of this medium weight size yarn. As you could see, it's number 4 in this color, and I'm going to use a hook of 3.5 or 4 according how you crochet. Okay, so let's start. Well, we will start making a long strip with one thread, and with our hook we will make 50 loose chains. Well, this will be the width of the scarf. If you want, you can make more or less chains. Okay, you will decide. And remember, I'm making this for an adult. If you're making this for a kid, well, you will need less chains, but you will see. Well, after the 50 chains, we are going to make 4 rows more, 3 and 4. Before the 4 chains, we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th, we will make a double crochet. We take 1, then the next 2, and the last 2. Again, in the same space, a double crochet, then 2 chains, and in the same space again, 2 double crochet. And like this we will have the first shell. And again we will repeat. We will skip, well, first we will turn over, we will skip 4, and in the 5th we will make a shell. 2 double crochet, 2 chains, and 2 double crochet. And like this we are going to continue the whole row. Okay, so see you at the end. Well, at the end we must have 10 shells. Okay, if for any reason you don't have 10 shells, well, fix it or leave less space between shells to have the 10 shells at the end. Okay, at the end we will reduce a little bit here, but we must have 10 shells. At the end of the row, turn around, we will go up with 3 chains, and now we will repeat. We will make shell over shell, and we will make the first double crochet here in relief, placing the hook in the back. So this will be the first double crochet, then the second double crochet. We will make it inside the space, then 2 chains, then the next segment of the double crochet inside, and the last double crochet in relief, also taking the last double crochet. And like this is how we are going to make this row. Again, 2 chains, single crochet, then 2 chains, and again we will make shell over shell but in relief. 1 in relief, 1 inside, 2 chain, then the next one inside the space, and the last shell in relief. Remember, we are making, the last double crochet in relief. Remember, we are making this double crochet of 3 crochet, and like this the whole row. Okay, at the end we will finish the row with a double crochet. Well, so far I think it's looking so good. At the end, turn around, go up with 3 chains, and again we will repeat. We are going to make shell over shell. Remember, we will take the double crochet in relief, then one inside, then 2 chains, again the next one inside, and then the last one in relief, like this, placing the hook in the back. We will repeat the first row. Remember, without making a chain, we will go right to the next shell. Remember, in the last row we made a single crochet. In this row we won't. Okay, we will go and we will pass through one shell to another, just like that. Remember, in the last row we made 2 chains, single crochet, and again 2 chains. In this row we won't. Now that we know how to make the 2 rows of the series that we are repeating, well, we are going to alternate these rows, okay? And we are going to make this as many rows as we need until we get the length of the scarf that we want. So let's continue alternating these rows. Well, look, I made some rows. With the stitch I alternate both rows and I have this result. I love it, but I stop here because first I have to make sure that this skein of yarn will be enough for all the scarf that I want to make. First I'm going to make the eye of the scarf, and I will use the rest to complete the scarf and to make more rows. Okay, but first I want to make this part, and then I will see if I have enough material for the rest. So we are going to make a knot in the base chain that we made, remember, and right here is where we are going to reduce. We will make 2 single crochet here in the beginning. So here we have 1, then we are going to make 1 inside this space, then 1 in the top and 1 in the next space. So here we have 2, so here we have 2 single crochet for the edge, then now in the top 1, in the next space 1 more, then 1 single crochet in the top, 1 in the space, 7, this will be the 8 single crochet, 9, look, I burned myself, but well, let's continue. So here we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, oh yes, 16, 17, 18, 19, and here we have 20. Then 21, 22, 23, and 24. Yes, I'm just going to make 24. Then, as you could see, we have reduced, but now that we make the double crochet row, you will see that it will reduce even more. So we will go up with 3 chains, and we will make 1 double crochet over single crochet. Okay, so at the end we must have, if we made 24 single crochet, at the end we must have 24 double crochet. We are making this double crochet of 2 crochet. Well, it is important that you count. Okay, so I'm going to continue making this double crochet and see you at the end. And 24 right here. Yes, taking both parts of the chain. Okay, then turn around and we will go up with 3 chains, and again we are going to make double crochet over double crochet. You will decide if you reduce enough, if you like it or not. Let me measure it so you can have a reference. From here to here are 12, almost 13 centimeters, okay? I think I'm going to tighten a little bit the next row so it can reduce a little bit. So I can have at the end almost 12 centimeters. Once you have the width that you want, you are going to continue making as many rows as you need until the other piece, the other side of the scarf can get through it, okay? So take that into account. I will continue making more double crochet rows. Look, I made 25 rows, okay? If you measure it, from here to here are 27 centimeters. Okay, so once you have the long and you like how it looks, now we are ready to sew. Okay, we are going to fold and we are going to join, and we will use the same yarn and same color and everything, and we will reduce here even more. We are going to make these pleats and we are going to sew, so it will give a different effect to it. We are going to take one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side. Let me zoom in. And we are going to make the invisible stitch. We will take one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side, okay? So let me finish and see you when I finish to sew. Well, when I finish to sew, I continue with the same stitch and I use the skein of yarn that I have left. So I made more rows and I think that this long it's enough. So let me measure it so you can see more or less how many rows I made. Well, from before the eye to the end, I have, let me see, 120 centimeters. Wow, I think it's enough. I will stop there definitely. Look, and I already have material left, but I will stop. These rows are enough. Well, before we continue, I want to show you the width of the scarf are 32 centimeters. Okay, so I will stop there. I will just continue. Well, I will finish the scarf making one row more of this second series, okay? I like this part more because it kind of give an effect of a half moon, so I like it. Also, we are going to make a picot, so we will go up with 3 chains and we will come back to the beginning and we are going to slip one, you see, and we will continue with the rest of the stitch making the double crochet. We will complete the shell, okay? Again, 2 chains and single crochet. So remember, I'm making the second row of the series. So again, the shell right here in the second double crochet, 3 chains, we are going to make a picot to just give a different finish to the stitch, but respecting the stitch that we have been using, right? Also in relief, we will take the double crochet, then 2 chains and again single crochet. And like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. And with this row we've finished. At the end you will just hide all the loosened threads that you may have, and we won't iron, okay? We will leave it like this because if we iron it, it will lose its volume, so we don't want that, okay? We want that it looks puffy and the stitch keeps it magic, okay? So I'm going to continue, I'm going to finish, and I will show you how it looks, okay? Remember that this scarf can be also for a man. So I think this stitch is perfect. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed making this scarf with me. You can start making your gift. You can start making your products for this coming Christmas. So I think it's an amazing idea. You can make it a little bit wider and you can make a shawl following the same technique and the same stitch. And as I told you, you can make this also for a man or for a kid. You will need to make less rows, of course, and put less stitches. Okay, I will show you. I think with 200 grams is enough. The stitch and the material really helped me to have this effect and to have this long scarf, so I love it. But well, before you go, remember it's important that you subscribe, that you follow me on my social media, and if you have a special idea, please don't forget to share it. Here I will share my email where you can send me your idea. Also, please, I really appreciate that you leave me a comment. As soon as I can read them, I will answer back. Okay, thank you so much for watching, for joining, and please, if you like the video, don't forget to share it too. Okay, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Bye.